that's part of Thiago Silva's sort of like who he is now, supporting the women's wherever he goes. Just don't tell his wife. Hello guys, welcome to Off the Field podcast, episode number 6 with myself, George and Louis. How you doing this week, mate?
Well, good mate, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Find myself a bit lost. No Chelsea for the last, 1.5 weeks, but yeah.
I hate international break. I think most people have gathered. I hate it. I could not stand it. But it's been a successful international break.
Yeah, 3 wins out of 3. Can't complain.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. Not the best convincing performances. Especially the one against the party at Poland and Albania. But I suppose you've got to look at positive. 3 wins from 3. No 3 at the back.
Yeah, no 3 at the back. Well, starting anyway.
4 at the back. But no, yeah, I think obviously. I mean, the men's team had a better time than the under-21s did.
Yeah, they flopped miserably, didn't they? In their group.
They did not get on. What they finished bottom, 3 points from out of 3. Possible 9.
I think
it was a tough group. Portugal, Switzerland, Croatia, but with the talent that's in that team, you really should be
getting out of the group at least.
Yeah, should be getting. I mean, it's back-to-back tournaments now. It is 80.
80 Boothroyd.
Yeah, what am I saying then? It's but it's back-to-back tournaments now where he's had 2 of England's, or arguably England's best talent come through. The team from the first tournament he coached, I would say, is better than this current one, but I still don't think it's any excuse not to get out of the group stages either.
Yeah, I mean, he's got Premier League quality players in there, along with a lot of high-rated Championship players.
Regularly, don't they? You've got Hudson-Odoi, Eze, Jones, Guy. I'm thinking of putting this as a lot of obvious names here.
Could say Ramsdale, although Sheffield United are bottom.
But it's still a week. He starts week in, week out. Conor Gallagher, who's on the bench now, but again, another player starts week in, week out.
Brewster.
I know, Bruce
doesn't play that much, but still a Premier League player.
Ryan Sessegnon, Germany. It plays for Perfect Berlin at the moment. So they've got players in there who've got the experience and the quality. It's just, I think it's the coaching, and I think if you tie it in with, us not being convinced with England, or at least me not being convinced of England's performances over the past few years, I think it just sort of calls for a total reform of the structure of, English football, especially those 2 senior team and 21 tier team, because the talent that we've got, we to waste.
Deserve better managers, don't we? I think.
I mean, I know. I don't know how serious it was, but I saw people on Twitter say about Frank Lampard for the under-21 job.
Why not? It shows that he can work with sort of young talent. Although I think he'd be better off sticking with club football. I think
it's a bit too small of a job for him.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's done bad. I don't think he did badly at all at Chelsea. He definitely didn't do badly at Derby. I mean, look, he got him to the playoffs. Got him to the playoffs. Now they're battling relegation to League One. Chelsea, top 4 finish? I've not signed any players. All right, this season maybe didn't go as well for him, but I still think there was signs there. I think we quite a couple of injuries.
Deserved more of a chance, didn't they?
Yeah, definitely. So we had injuries, we had COVID, this, that, and other. Obviously, he made mistakes. Yeah, of course, but I don't think you can outright blame him for where we are or where we were. My fault behind it for England, because I think Southgate used to go. Again, I made quite vocal about. My thought behind it would be, I think it'd be quite good to see Frank as the England manager. Like, I mean, might be too big driven right now, but why not? I mean, what Southgate's not really proved himself at club level, really, has he? And then Jody Morris is under 21s.
Yeah, Jody Morris did well with Chelsea's youth team, didn't he? So why not? I think you've got to have that experience to be an international manager, whether it's under 21s or first team. I think Morris has that.
Sure. I think Morris has it at youth level. I think what we need a seamless transition from under 21 to senior team, because we need a clear way of playing at both levels. So the under 21s need to mirror the senior setup, and obviously, okay, the under 21s are playing 3 at the back, so they probably thought they were mirroring the senior level, but then clearly Gareth's maybe transitioning to 4 at the back now going into the Euros. So maybe it's been a breakdown of communication there. I don't know what the thinking was, but there seems to be that clear transition. So then, because Portugal, some almost do as well. The players that Portugal and 21s and even the senior team are playing together for years, and it's because they're coming up to get almost at the same time.
Yeah.
And I know some under 21s trying to feel like Reece James, for example, take him for example, or even Trent. They don't spend too long on the under 21 setup and go straight into the senior team. I know some players will be, ready quicker, but I still think that we need to try and get as many of them coming in together, because in that way, especially in England, there's so many different ways of playing. To have that one set way of playing at national level and have the chemistry, it would really help us.
Yeah, you just keep that sort of like identity running through, don't you? That sort of solid base. I think I can't remember who it was in this picture. It's like an under 19s or under 21s like championship, and there's the team photo, and there's like so many of the players that were in that under 21 team that then also played together in the first national team. I can't remember if it was like Germany or Spain or something, but there was literally like 4 or 5 of them.
But yeah, no. Obviously Germany and Spain and the great Italy sides, if you kind of look at Italian football, Spanish football, it's always been a clear way of playing, whereas in English football, there's not. It's like you've got City, you can play one way, you've got Liverpool play another way, Chelsea, United, they've all got kind of a different way of playing. And at the same time as well, English teams, English sides, Premier sides, it's not just for example, look at the great Spain side. It was Barcelona and Real Madrid players, because those Spanish Barcelona players play each other week in, week out. Same with the Madrid ones. Whereas England, for example, you can almost each player could be from a different club. You've got 11 different ways of playing there. Like, I think a good example would be Nick Pope. For example, he should be our number one, but he's not the best with the ball at his feet.
No, as it showed for the Polish goal last night.
Yeah, so and then you've got Jordan Pickford, who he's better with the ball at his feet, but then he can't save.
Prone to mistakes, isn't he?
He wouldn't be able to save a child from falling their train tracks. It's a really bad analogy. That's a really bad analogy, but I suppose catching COVID would be a better analogy. But you know what I mean, like
or catch a beach ball, saying standard.
Yeah, like this whole rubbish of like goalkeeper. I get the way of playing has changed, and I get playing from the back but I think we've got strikers. We've got Tammy Abraham, Calvert-Lewin, Harry Kane, who are all capable of winning a header on the halfway line. Why not just change it up slightly, kick it long until Nick Pope's kicking improves, and then
I do agree with you. Yeah, hopefully our players stay fit. I know these last 3 games we've missed.
Yeah, I mean
more or less all the wingers, haven't we? Really.
No Sancho, no Rashford, no Saka, no Harvey Barnes, no Maddison, no Grealish. So we've missed players. Maybe that's the case. Maybe I'm sitting here thinking we're not playing that well, but we are missing key players. Got to take that into account. But obviously, Gareth seems to know his team for that first game.
He said he did, didn't he? Yeah.
Do you think it'll be 3 at the back or 4 at the back? What are you thinking of?
Trying to recall back to our prediction for the teams. I did actually go with the three at the back for that.
We both went three at the back. Do you think he's going to change it now?
Yeah, I think he might change it because he seemed, well, judging by the 3 games, he sort of would rather have an extra holding midfielder than an extra centre half, which is fair. I mean,
one thing that's surprised me was based on those 3 games, he seemed to favour Chilwell.
Yeah, and Walker
surprised me a little, and then Walker's less as a surprise. I mean, he's more experienced than James, and I don't think he's better than James. Biased, non-biased, whatever. I think James is slightly better, but then he's not a bad fullback, and then you've got that experience at the same time.
He's quick.
He's quick. He can defend well, so he's got the experience on his side. It's not a case of Pickford versus Pope, where yes, Pickford's got more tournament experience, but he's not the better goalkeeper. Walker has got the more experience, and yeah, may not be the better right back. It means to be just as good, or appreciate slightly better, but he would start for quite a lot of teams in world football.
No, yeah, for sure.
Chilwell surprised me a little, because Luke Shaw's had the better season.
For sure. Yeah,
but I suppose we'll see. I'm looking forward to the Euros. Hopefully, I'm going to transition this well now, George. Right, we get live breaking news on the podcast. Right, we're going to transition from the Euros into hopefully nicer days, better days, fans back in stadiums. FA Cup semi-final was announced to be a test event. Only 1 game, and of course they've chosen the smaller game in Leicester Southampton.
Oh yeah, they would do.
That's what I said. That's what I said. I've got some bad news to come through. It's Leicester Southampton. That is a test event, unfortunately, not Chelsea City. But it's
a step forward.
In a sense, it's a step forward. And then I really was hoping it'd be City Chelsea.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, that might be a blessing in disguise, because if we play like we did at home to City, well, actually, no, to be honest, I'd go to a game even if we would lose 6-0. I just want to be back in the stadiums.
I would go to watch us play. I'd go watch under 18s play Bayern Munich's first team at this point. I really don't care.
Yeah. I was literally jealous of the Gibraltar fans who were at the game, even though they lost I think it was 7-0 to Holland. just to be at a game, it just would be nice.
So I just checked notification again, and it's not fans. It's 4,000 local residents, which is probably why Chelsea City wasn't selected, because if you put 4,000 local residents, there's a good chance that a lot of them would be Chelsea fans. I don't agree with it being because if you're going to have fans turn to football and as a test event, you want it to be the fans of the club.
Yeah, not just 4,000 random people because they live close to the stadium. Yeah,
I get why they need to, but I don't know. It doesn't sit too well with me.
But at least if that goes well, hopefully, like I said, it's a sort of step in the right direction in terms of next season. Yeah, I mean, at the start of the season, I sort of accepted that. In the turn of the year, so in January, I almost accepted the fact that I probably wouldn't still go to a football game this year. But I don't know. There's a possibility, but I wouldn't be disappointed. Well, obviously, I would be a little bit, but yeah, it's just difficult, isn't it? I mean, if there's only 10,000 people in Stamford Bridge getting a ticket, it's like when there's 40,000.
Yeah, no, I mean,
they're gone within about 10 minutes.
The way you did it for season tickets was quite fair, actually, because a lot of the regulars I know, if you ticket holders, they all got tickets, and plus there are season ticket holders from outside of London. So I thought that system was quite fair.
And actually, the other issue is, even if we were allowed it back in stadiums, all the games are being moved abroad because, well, no one wants us in their country, and vice versa, really. I mean, we're playing Porto and Seville, aren't we?
We are indeed.
Got a good record there this season.
What do you think about that? Do you think that's a disadvantage? Do you think that's an advantage? Do you think?
I mean, I can understand it, COVID related. So, obviously, they're like travel bans, etc. But I don't know how they can then allow the away goal rule if both games are being played at the same stadium when neither team are home or away. I don't know.
I was of the assumption that Portugal's no longer on the red list.
I thought that.
I think the Euros is a tough one because it all depends on what other countries do. But I reckon because UEFA and FIFA are very much of the case of, well, if that country goes down, then this is.
Yeah.
As you've seen the Champions League, obviously the qualifiers as well, like you mentioned, with Gibraltar. So hopefully there'll be some fans in, and then hopefully August rolls around and
we'll be back in. Well, it's funny actually how the first time, I think ever, it's not set in one or two countries. It's all round Europe for like the first time ever, and COVID's going to mess it all up. I think it will end up being in all in one country. I think just to avoid the unnecessary travel.
I think that's too late to do though. Or do you reckon it's still? Because I've always said that if a country needs to host a tournament last minute, England. It's right. I'm amazed we haven't had a tournament since '66 because England is the best country. We'd have to build
so many stadiums.
Yeah, transport linked to phenomenal.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, they are good. Some of them are a bit dodgy, but.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, the delayed train and that, but I'm talking
that tram to the Etihad.
Yeah.
That's bottom tier. That is.
I'm talking in terms of you can get to London to Manchester. What, 2 hours on the train? 2 hours?
Yeah, you can definitely get to Liverpool Lime Street in 2 hours from King's Cross, so it's got to be about the same.
And then you can get London to Brighton is about an hour.
London to Newcastle in about 3 hours.
Yeah, so like you can get to everywhere quite quickly.
Quite quickly, yeah.
Flying as well, so like.
Not a very big country, are we? That's probably the main thing.
Yeah, but we've got the stadiums though. That's the thing. Like we've got Old Trafford, Emirates, Tottenham Stadium, West Ham Olympic Stadium. I don't know why you want to use that. It's not a football stadium, but whatever.
Wembley.
Wembley. Yeah, Etihad.
Anfield, St James's Park. Oh, we got those in there.
You could even use Stadium of Light, Sunderland.
Yeah, didn't they use? I feel like England played a friendly at Ellen Road not that long ago as well.
Yeah. You could probably use Stamford Bridge. I know it's not.
Yeah. Still 40,000 seats, isn't it? It's not.
Yeah, it's not the biggest. I mean, Brighton's usable, I'd say.
It's actually quite depressing that we're by far the most elite club in London. Yet we have the fourth best stadium.
I love our stadium. It's like it's tight. It's close. Like the pitch is close to the stand. So like, it's just got that sense of just like it's not
enclosed. That sort of feeling.
Yeah, and like having been to I've been to all these news. I've been to Olympic Stadium. I've been to Emirates, Etihad, Tottenham Stadium. I've been to Old Trafford. Old Trafford's okay. But talk about those four, so they're quite modern, new ones. They're a bit shit. They are.
No, they are. Yeah.
Like the Emirates isn't too bad. Like Tottenham and West Ham in particular, it's just that modern bowl.
Yeah, West Ham's is a good theatre if you're putting on a display, but in terms of football, it's not
a good stadium.
It's like for example, it's perfect to watch the Olympics, which is what it was for. But in terms of football, like getting there is easy. Getting in that stadium is a bit rubbish, but
you getting out is awful. But it's getting there is just.
I mean, it looks nice. You're just miles from the pit. Thing is, though, for the owners who I think all West Ham fans know they don't. Well, no, they'd say they don't really care about the club. That move for the owners was huge in terms of the club's value, which is ultimately why they did it. Go for some trophies. We're getting shown up by the women's team, mate. Still battling for a domestic quadruple, isn't they, or whatever it is.
What a job Emma Hayes is doing over there, by the way. She is what a woman. Did you watch
Champions
the game?
League semi-finalists? I didn't. No, I must admit I didn't watch the game.
I saw bits of it, but no. I mean, we could still win the Champions League, but no. I mean, fair play to they're smashing it. Like, honestly, like I might have to start going to their games and
I know, yeah.
more. Like,
Our women's team are going to have more European Cups than anyone else in London. Imagine new song. Oh my God!
oh my,
As if Tottenham weren't banner enough. That'd be brilliant.
They, oh my God! But no, it's nice to see. I mean, it's like I said, there's it's nothing more than women's football. There's some fantastic players. There's some players out there in women's football better than men's footballers.
Mm.
Um,
It is growing as well, slowly but surely. It is growing.
Yes, Sky is showing games.
Yeah, that's a big step up for the women's game for sure.
It does need to be shown on TV more. I think it needs to be advertised more. But in terms of Chelsea, I know they do a lot of free tickets for season ticket holders. I believe tickets are quite cheap to go to, so it's cheap to go to. And if you are a Chelsea fan and there is maybe free on a Sunday, you're local. Why not pop down to Kingsmeadow?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, go down that game of football, don't it?
I'll pop down at some point. I think.
Put it on your bucket list, mate.
I will, mate. No, I'll try and pop down at some point.
It's good to see the first team players for the men's as well. Seeing their Instagrams,
Thiago
Silva, Azpilicueta,
yeah.
But I know. Go on.
No, I was gonna say like he's been there it's not even a year now, and
he loves the club, doesn't he? He loves it.
Hey, make him assistant manager next season. What he's doing in the stands of Atletico, bloody hell.
I do know where, because obviously he was at PSG for what, 8 years, I'm gonna guess, and I know they're really big on women's football because their big fan base. I can't remember what they call themselves. The Ultras group basically were banned from going to the men's games. They started turning up to the women's team, so the women's team were getting like loads of fans turn up and support them. So I think the PSG women's team become like quite a big thing at the club. So maybe that's part of Thiago Silva's sort of like who he is now, supporting the women's wherever he goes. Just don't tell his wife.
No, he's 36, see?
Yeah, 36.
36, sorry, he's 36, yeah, and he's still playing for the national team, and he's best signing we've made in a while.
Yeah, considering he cost us absolutely nothing. Well, I know we're probably paying him a bit, but
no, we pay about 110k a week.
Really?
Yeah, he took a massive pay cut. He's probably our best signing since, and I'm worried I'm going to miss a signing here. So probably our best signing since Conte. Or
I actually wouldn't disagree with that, because some of our signings, let's be honest, are absolutely terrible.
Came in. When did Conte come in? Wasn't it
Conte's first year for about 30 million quid?
Since then we've had. I still want to know who thought spending more money on Drinkwater than Conte was a good idea. I don't know who thought that.
Our signings under Conte Conte's second year and Sarri's only year were pretty.
I mean, Conte signed Alonso, and that's not been a bad sign in terms of price and what he's got out of him. Who else did he sign? Tapa Costa, that was dreadful.
Drinkwater, Bakayoko, bad.
Yeah, we've had Jorginho. And then Lampard signs haven't really had a chance yet. Yeah, so I'd probably say that Silva really probably is our best sign since Conte.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Next season, they need to really
next season, yeah, that's when we can't have any excuses.
No,
we've had
excuses next season.
We've had the excuses of like transfer ban last season, then this season they need to gel, they need time. COVID, yeah. Next season, we've never been a team to make excuses. We're a team that changes managers a lot, but wins trophies, and it's sort of like, if you don't win, there's the door. See you later. So, I don't want to become an Arsenal making excuses.
I touched on Arsenal actually a second. Some sad news. Claude. Peace, Claude.
Rest in peace, Claude. What a man.
Well,
an icon of AFTV.
an actual fan as well, you always got a sense that he wasn't just acting for the camera. He was just a man who loved Arsenal. You know, he came onto the fan cams clearly to just to get that across to people, and it did. Came across. Just him and Ty, what a duo.
Yeah. Ty is brilliant. Yeah.
What a duo. But yeah, just obviously I don't know if it was. I don't want to speculate what the cause of death, whether social media abuse played a part in that or not. But you know, just I think it's just a sign though. Just if you do, before you say something online, just maybe think.
Yeah, be nice to people, guys.
Yeah, but we're moving on for that quickly. We're just another probably a bit of sad news. Is Aguero maybe leaving the Premier League? Leaving City. What a player he's. Obviously this season not so much, but
no, he can't get a fit, can he?
No, so
I can see him moving to a Premier League club, but I can also see him going back to somewhere like Spain quite easily.
Needs to go somewhere where the tempo is a bit slower, maybe like Italy or Spain. I think Barcelona and Inter probably be two clubs I've heard a lot, linking him to a lot. I think Inter would be a good sort of fit for him. I don't get why Barcelona would sign him. Their transfer policies. I wouldn't go to Barcelona. I wouldn't.
A lot of good strikers just get better with age as well. You see it in so many strikers. So I still think Aguero's got undoubtable.
If he goes to a league that plays a little bit slower, and maybe he just he should probably play less now, and he just sort of takes a bit more time out. I think he'll. I'd imagine he probably not going to play for Argentina in the summer. I don't know what they got a tournament or anything.
I think maybe the Copa America.
If he takes the summer out from that, I know it's probably not ideal, but just takes the summer out just to really recuperate. He can come in where the team goes into next season. He would, because he's still a world class striker. He's
just needs to get fit, doesn't he? That's it.
Yes, get fit, keep fit, and just because in the Premier League,
get back to his best.
You know, it's quite high tempo. You are fouled a lot more, and I don't really see him as a striker who just to sit in the box.
Nah.
You know.
Yeah, he likes to move around quite a lot. Often like sort of across the near post, or you see him score a lot of goals from outside the box as well. He's got a really good strike on
him. He's getting onto a statue.
Man City statues just cringe me out.
They've got Company, Silva, and Aguero now. They'll probably get one for De Bruyne at some point. Fernandinho will probably get one.
It's a good job we don't give out statues like they do, because we wouldn't be able to get in the stadium. We'd have to work our way around, work my way around the statue of Malouda and Kalou.
Kalou, Drogba, Terry, Lampard, Ashley Cole, Ballot, Essien, Mikel would get one.
I just don't like them.
But there's a few big games on this week actually. Let's have a little look. Now we've got.
We can do a little weekend preview. And tie that in with our predictions.
Well, Saturday is a good day actually. Chelsea, West Brom, Leeds, Sheffield United, Leicester City, and Arsenal, Liverpool.
West Ham are away to Wolves. We could really do with Wolves getting some points there.
I mean, Sunday's poor. Southampton, Burnley. And then
we're first up as well.
Villa, Fulham, and then United, Brighton. Yeah, it's all kicking off on Saturday, mate.
Yeah, you know what? With 12:30 games, I don't mind if you play at 12:30 as long as you win. If you lose, the weekend's over before it started. But if you win, you can sort of relax and watch everyone else.
So awful to go to. Like, there's nothing worse than a 12:30 kickoff on any day of the week. Away games, depends where you're going. But even home games, you're up at like 8 in the morning.
Oh, massively, yeah.
I hate them. There's nothing worse.
Well, we're not allowed to go anyway, so.
No, but like this is not what I'm looking forward to. I'm not looking forward to my 8 a.m. start.
I think the predictions are going to be tricky this week. I mean, last week, me and you got 5 points each. Chris, if you're watching, thanks for coming on, mate. But you know, you weren't worthy competition. You only got 3 points. So
and Mason Mount hat-trick didn't come in either.
Mason Mount hat-trick didn't come in. He did score though. Did he score? He did score against Albania, didn't he?
It was the best goal we scored in those 3 games.
Yeah. 3 Chelsea assists in the first game, and that was San Marino. But you take it. What week is this? This will be week 6 of predictions. So I'll get a little timer going. Chelsea West Brom.
I'm going to go 2-0 Chelsea.
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-0 Chelsea. Leeds Sheffield United.
3-0 Leeds.
I'm going to go 2-1 Leeds. Leicester City.
I'm going to go with 2-2.
I'm going to go 2-1 Leicester. Arsenal Liverpool.
2-1 Arsenal.
I'm going to go 1-0. Southampton Burnley.
It's got 0-0 all over it.
Yeah, I'm going to go 0-0 as well. Newcastle Tottenham.
3-0 Tottenham.
I'm going to go 1-0. Villa Fulham.
2-1 Fulham.
I'm going to go 2-1 Villa. Man United Brighton.
4-0 United.
3-1 United. Everton Palace.
I'm going to go 2-1 Everton.
I'm going to go 1-0 Wolves West Ham.
I'm going to go 1-0.
I'm going to go 1-0 West Ham. Oh, look at that, mate.
Oh, hang on a minute.
I've lost it. It's 58 seconds, though. That is good going. That is good going. Because you have to do it so quickly, I sometimes say a score and I think, why have I said that? That is such a dodgy prediction. But it's worked for me so far. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. That's all from us this week. We'll be back next week, back to Premier League action, and hopefully be talking about some more Chelsea wins. But
hopefully we'll be the next hear from us. It'll be a thrashing of West Brom and then a thrashing of Porto. That's...
Fingers crossed. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you all next week.
Thank you.
Shit is a jam. I can tell who's on the wheel. 25 show, check the